Hello, hi, welcome back. We're wearing a very cool shirt today that kind of makes me feel like a badass because I felt like I needed to wear something that made me feel confident for this video. Before we get into the video, it would mean the absolute world to me if you checked out my Patreon. I usually put videos up on there early before YouTube. I also put polls and extra little resources and posts with regards to writing on there. So if you're interested, it would really help me out if you checked that out. And of course, like and subscribe if you're not already. I'm trying to get better at saying that at the beginning of the video because I'm so bad at doing that, but I know that no one watches until the end of the video. So I'm just trying to be a better content creator. I don't know if it's working, but. So today we're gonna talk about my wildest author dreams. I feel like I'm unnecessarily nervous about this video because it's one of those videos where if you post something like this, it feels like you'll get backlash because people will think that you're being cocky or you're acting entitled or that sort of thing. And I just want to preface this by saying that people are allowed to dream, and I think that the people who make it are ones that spend an equal amount of time working hard and working their butt off, and an equal amount of time actually dreaming about it and believing that they can get there. And making a video like this is part of acknowledging that there are really crazy things that we wish would happen to us and that we hope will happen to us one day. And I don't want people to ever feel bad because they want to succeed or because they want to, you know, be able to earn money from art that they create, or because they want to be able to support themselves from something that they're passionate about rather than just something that they feel like they have to do because of outside pressure or whatever. So yeah, just let the dreamers dream a little bit, okay? I'm here working my butt off too, but I'm gonna dream alongside that work because that's what makes it fun and that's what has kept me writing since I was a literal child. So yeah, passionate disclaimer complete. Here are my wildest author dreams. And let's get this straight. I'm excited about all of these for when they come true. However, I'm gonna start with the ones that I am, I guess, least excited about. And then we'll finish with the ones where I am like, this is, if I make it here, like I don't even, my life is complete. So the first one is to be able to go on tour. This is less so because it means a sign of success and more so because it means that I get to meet actual readers that are not my family and friends. Something that I value so much about the reader community and people that I've met is that, like, every time I meet someone who reads the same kinds of books as me, it is an instant connection. And I love that person and we connect and we can nerd out and get excited about something. And getting to go on tour means that I would get to see a whole bunch of people who all know and enjoyed the same story. And since I wrote it, I would enjoy the story too, obviously, and we could just like sit and talk about it. And that would be the largest group of people that I will ever get to hang out with that like all enjoys the same story and can like nerd out about the same story and ship the same people and just get excited about that world and that magic. So I just think it would be so incredible to go on tour and get to hang out with people like that. So that's my first wildest author dream. My next one is to be able to support myself as a full-time author. I actually kind of want to add a little asterisk to this and say I just want to be able to support myself as a full-time author. I am a writer, but there are also other things that I really enjoy doing. And I think that I'll always be someone that, you know, even when I start writing full-time, I'm trying to talk like it's gonna happen. I am still going to be doing YouTube, for example, and I'll still probably be like teaching courses and workshops when I can because that's something that I really, really love. So I wanna specify that I want to be able to support myself as a full-time author, and maybe I even will do that for a few years, but I think that there will always be other things also that I'm doing because that's just how I do. But yeah, it would be insane to be able to support myself as an author. The third of my wildest author dreams, and the one coming in second place, is I want to get a traditional publishing deal for a YA fantasy series. Not just a standalone, not any sort of fantasy. I want it to be YA fantasy because that is what I grew up on. That is still what I grow up on the daily. And I plan on doing a video regarding my thoughts on indie publishing versus traditional publishing. I think they're both great, but I have some reasoning that I think I'm gonna try traditional publishing instead. So I think next year when I'm querying, I will actually make a video about that. But it would just be, I'd like, to be able to get traditionally published in the first place would be so beyond my wildest dreams. But to be able to be published for a YA fantasy novel, specifically that genre and specifically a series, because it means that the story gets to continue. I don't know if I would live to write it because I would be so excited that I would just have a heart attack. Just kidding, I'd be fine. If there's any potential literary agents that watch this by some miracle, I will not die on you. I will write the book. And my last wildest author dream is to receive an email or a letter or some sort of communication from one of my readers saying that my book saved them. And without going into too much detail and getting all sappy and emotional, the books that I read and the magical worlds that I lived in when I was in elementary school and high school and reading all of these books, those characters and worlds and stories are literally pieces of myself, like things that I attribute to who I am today. And all I'm gonna say is that books got me through a lot of stuff that I don't think anything else could have. So the ultimate metric of me being successful in this industry, beyond just existing in this industry in the first place, because that used to be something that seemed like a wild author dream, was to just actively be pursuing it. Like this right now was one of my wildest author dreams when I was a kid. But yeah, that is just like, if I ever got something like that from someone after reading one of my stories, there is nothing that would make my soul happier and give me that feeling of like, it was all worth it, like you did it. Nothing would do that more than that sort of message from a reader. Those are my wildest author dreams. And I think that it's really important to dream, and it's really important to not lose hope that there are always new and exciting things happening. I think that, you know, when the world is stressful and you're working all the time and you're always worried about things, it's very difficult to remember just how incredible it is to be alive and to like be able to hope and be able to work towards change and to be able to dream about things. So I think that it's really important to spend time doing that, you know? Even if people are like, oh, she's just a daydreamer. Yeah, I am. My best stories have come from my daydreams. Let me have this. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. It was a fun one to make, and also a really lovely video to be able to sit down and think about these things and actually put pen to paper and write down what my dreams are, because I find when you write them down, they become real. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.